Blockchain, the future payment processing system. Blockchain is a part of everything, and it will continue to do so. I did about 12 hours of research yesterday because I want to know exactly where I'm headed with my investments. It was worth the day of studying, and I answered a lot of my own questions, but I'm here. The reason why I share this on this channel and with my subscribers, many of my subscribers are hardworking people who work hard for a paycheck. A lot of them never seem to get ahead. If they don't work, they don't earn money. I'm all for creating a handful of streams of income, passive income, residual income, investing smartly. My life has changed since I've gone down the path of investing in the stock market. It's made my life a lot more financially easier, and I plan on making many more smart future investments in the stock market and crypto. But everything I've learned is linked to a blockchain technology, and I have a lot of tabs open, and I'm going to go right down the list really quick. But I want you to know that blockchain is connected to smartphones, the apps on your phones, banking, the web. I've been doing that with the web, the decentralized web, the decentralized blockchain domains. It's all connected. This whole deal that's going on with the world, it's about a global financial reset. There is no question about it. Credit cards, online payments, payment apps like Apple Pay, everything's linked to blockchains, paychecks, investing stock market. I use Fidelity. If you follow me, they're already linking my crypto to my portfolio and my account. Decentralized web, shopping online and offline. You pay with your phone. You pay with a credit card. You pay with a debit card. At least half are already linked to a blockchain service, a blockchain technology, smart TVs, and any purchases like buying a home, buying a car, and whatever else you can think of in the future. It's going to be linked to a blockchain. Here we go. All right. I'm just going to go right down the list of all these tabs to... if I had all the tabs open, I probably would have a minimum 100. I did some massive, deep research yesterday because I don't want to get screwed, and I find it very hard to trust people in the second half of my life. I'm very cautious, and I don't want to be taken for a ride, and I don't want to be taken as a fool, and that's why I decided to do what I did yesterday, because I don't want this opportunity to pass me by. If I really feel this is an opportunity to invest in XRP, Ripple, and what's to come, XLM, Algorand, I don't want to be taken for a fool, because I have been, and I've been used over the years, just like many people, and you live and you learn. I did some research with Bank of America. They're using Ripple and Algorand. You want to learn more about it? Do some research. Ripple and Algorand. Oh God, it's the future. Then I looked up for JP Morgan blockchain. I wrote, does JP Morgan use Algorand? I was curious. Do they use Algorand? And Algorand came up and many of the results. Then it says, I learned something about JP Morgan created a new unit of blockchain projects. Says the technology is close to making money. Of course it is. The development, along with other behind-the-scene moves, and this is all in the last couple of months, guys, persuaded JP Morgan to create a new business to house its blockchain and digital currency efforts called Onyx. I'm not sure how to say it. ONYX. They did it for a reason, because the future is blockchain. The future is cryptocurrency, digital transactions. So then you can check this website. It's ONXY. It's jpmorgan.com, ONXY, to learn more about it. And they developed their own in-house department because they can. They can. They don't need to hire a third party. It's JP Morgan. They don't have to do that. And it was formerly named Interbank Information Network. JP Morgan invites banks and fintech companies to build on its link, LIINK. It was designed to connect banks in a peer-to-peer fashion and help. So JP Morgan now has Link, which they have 100 employees in the department. It's all connected. ONYX. As the bank sees blockchain technology becoming commercially viable, it has also created a business unit with around 100 employees to house related projects. Well, they can do it in-house. They don't need to hire a third party. They're creating their own blockchain. They're creating their own cryptocurrency. And I believe, with all the research that I did, it's like a central stable coin. JP Morgan invites banks and fintech companies to build on its revamped blockchain network. They're building their own blockchain network. The revamped Link, LIINK, right here, which is based on a fork of Ethereum, is more of a decentralized network. And it's less like a central command product. And Link now invites its 400 plus financial institutions, including 25 of the largest 50 banks, to start building on top of the platform. They're building their own. Why? Because blockchain is the future of everything. That's why. It's linked to everything. Then, the new business unit reflects JP Morgan's commitment to innovation as we continue to build cutting-edge technology that delivers a better, faster, and more inclusive financial system. They want their own blockchain. Inclusive. Of course they do. Why is ONYX separate? ONYX. Check it out. If you want to learn more about it, do some research. Then, blockchain technology can help JP Morgan cut costs in processing checks. Well, of course it can. All banks can do that. All banks are getting linked to blockchain. It's just a fact. I see checks going obsolete sooner rather than later. Then I wanted to look up Algorand because I've been sending money to myself from Coinbase to my air-gapped hard cold wallet. Another thing, guys, do you think the government is going to let people hold their money without taxing them? All these cryptocurrencies, they got to be named a currency, because they're not going to let people get away with that. They want their cut. Algorand launches global partner program to accelerate development and adoption of blockchain-powered products and services. Now, you could look up and do more research about it, but what they're doing is they do business with a lot of these companies, and I visited every link. And what these links led me to were blockchain services that people will hire all these companies to provide a service of developing some kind of service linked to a blockchain, whether it be an app, a website, a business. That's what these companies are. So they're giving them an opportunity to use other features for free because they want to speed up, accelerate development and adoption of blockchain-powered products and services. That's the wave of the future. They got to speed it up. Then I came across, this is Algorand launches global partner. I just read that, okay? Oh, let's talk about Facebook. Now, I did research because I wanted to find out, once and for all, Facebook's Diem, D-I-E-M, what blockchain are they using? I think they created their own blockchain because I couldn't find the answer. And I learned about Facebook DM. They're going to roll it out in the first half of 2021. And it is centralized. You can read more about that if you want. But Facebook also has a digital wallet, and it's called Navi. Navi. And David Marcus, the head of Facebook Financial, also known as F2, said he hopes both the cryptocurrency called Diem and the social networking firm's wallet Navi will launch next year. They're talking about now. And then he says, I hope that we can get to participate with Navi and Diem and the big changes of 2021. Now listen up very carefully. Pending regulatory approvals where we need to obtain them, they can't move forward because nobody's giving them regulatory clarity on what they developed using the blockchain, their Facebook wallet Navi, and their Diem cryptocurrency. They're waiting patiently, just like Ripple. There's a lot of things about to go down. I feel that all of these companies like Ripple and Facebook, Navi, and Diem will flourish. XLM, Algorand, because there's no more holding it back. And the more research I did, I learned that other parts of the world already accepted XRP as a currency. Ripple's already being used, not just tested. Why is the United States holding this back? They weren't ready. They kept pushing it back. And I'm not falling for this scare tactic. I bought more. I don't want to look back and say I have regrets. But I also bought evenly XRP, XLM, and Algorand. So I did more research. Facebook's coming around. Now I want you to know that Algorand is an entirely permissionless, that's key, and decentralized, public blockchain. Users do not need the approval of any trusted authority to join the network and participate in the protocol. I use WordPress. It's an open source content management system. Nobody needs permission to use it. Same concept. Blockchain. Okay. Then I learned that Ripple, is, in my opinion, is even more valuable than I thought it was before, because the Ripple network is something in between a public and private blockchain. It is a permissioned on permissionless blockchain. That's incredible. I wasn't aware of that. Ripple is an open source, semi-permissioned blockchain run by Ripple Labs. Want to do more research? Go for it. It's the best of both worlds. I don't know why this is being held back, but we are going to receive the regulatory clarity. RippleNet is waiting patiently. Okay, I spoke about that. It's about JP Morgan's Onyx, ONYX. It's a peer-to-peer private blockchain networks. Can help streamline information flows tied to cross-border payments and remove the complexities tied to legacy systems. When people send money cross-border, they have to wait days, and there's high fees. It takes a lot. Sometimes there's mistakes throughout the channels, and the person paying for it is the person sending the money. There are people out there that don't even own bank accounts all over the world, globally, and these blockchain payment systems like Ripple, as one example, will make moving money around, and for people who don't have savings account and checking accounts, money more easily accessible and more easily receiving money from loved ones, sending them money or paychecks, whatever it may be. That's a huge gap. And I also learned, I watched tons of videos and read many articles about ridding criminals, like, anything illegal that deals with money. Well, it's going to be hard to hide it if they're forced to use a blockchain. They're going to take all that criminal money and get it onto a blockchain instead of out just cash, cash, cash. It's going to prevent a lot of, thieves, criminals, stuff like that. Then I learned about the Xcurrent is Ripple's enterprise software solution and enables banks to instantly settle cross-border payments with end-to-end tracking. Want to learn more about it? Do some research. Ripple's products, it's with the Xcurrent, and then they also use this thing called XRapid. Takes Xcurrent a step further and eliminates the need for accounts at all. People who don't have bank accounts can use this Ripple, to receive money within under a minute for pennies. Now, I follow a lot of channels, and most of the time I listen to channels, YouTube creators, I say ages between 40 and 60. I came across this kid. He uses a lot of profanity, but in a young, non-threatening way, and I feel that's true. But this kid's smart. He knows exactly what's going down. His name is Alex Cobb. Check him out. This video is off the charts. I will include this link in the description below. Message to XRP holders. He knows exactly what's going down in his own unique way. And I want to promote this. I signed a petition that we the people ask the federal government to deem XRP, the virtual currency, a currency already. What are you waiting for? Why are you dragging this on? I'm telling you, what's going down with the SEC suing Ripple is they just want to get rid of average people like me that have a hefty bag. They don't want them to have any part of this. They don't want them to have any incredible financial success. I think it's a bunch of BS. I'm not falling for it. Now, I'm taking a chance, but I will never look back and say I have regrets. No way. And listen to this, folks. This will explain it a little more.
James Rule had tweeted this, and this is a link. Go give him a follow first at RuleXRP. We the people ask the federal government to deem XRP a virtual currency created by this guy. Okay, so it's a petition. Let's see where the petition is as far as signatures, because we're going to take this thing to 100,000, and we're going to do it. Let's see what their goal is. By January 28th, we need this to be at 100,000. And what that does, 100,000 signatures gets an official update from the White House within 60 days. So the White House will actually address the issue if we bring it to their attention. So we are going to get...
You have to. We are going to receive an answer. Regulatory clarity. They reach that amount of signatures, they're going to have to be forced to address it. Look it over. It's about time. It's about time. The more I learned and how long this has been dragging on, what's the problem? This is a system that works great. It's seamless. It's all about the blockchain, folks. Okay, I could go on and speak about more stuff, but the point is, I will say one more thing. Why did I do that? You can visit my website, MyIncomeJob.com. Scroll to the sidebar. If you want to learn about the blockchain companies I invest in, I own thousands and a handful of blockchain companies that I buy off of Fidelity inside a stock market. Why? Because blockchain is the future. It's the future payment processing system. Whether Ripple is accepted or not, and I happen to feel it will be, that's just my opinion, It's all about blockchain. Everything is linked to the blockchain. Guys, everything is linked to the blockchain. Smartphones, app, banking, the web, credit cards, blockchain domains, online payments, payment apps, paychecks, investing stock market. Everything is linked to a blockchain. It's the future technology. It's changing everything. Decentralized web, shopping online and offline. I mean, you're going to buy a house. Your payment's going to be linked to a blockchain. You're going to get a loan. It's going to be linked to a blockchain. Everything's going to be linked to a blockchain. I really truly believe within the next decade, checks are going to be obsolete. There's going to be no reason. I think 5 years. It's time to get the entire world caught up. If you have a smartphone, an iPhone, a smartphone, an Android, whatever, or that kind of mobile device, you don't need a checkbook. Because the way of the future is blockchain. There's no denying it. So, I hope you found this interesting. I did. It was so worth doing all the research because I would have, at minimum, 100 tabs open if I went down all the articles and studying and notes that I took. Because I don't want to be taken for a fool, but I also don't want this opportunity of a lifetime pass me by. I'm willing to put my hard-earned time into it. I mean, it is time-consuming taking a chance of removing yourself from living life to find out about all this information when you're going it alone. But I'm also putting my hard-earned dollar down as a gamble. Because anything is a gamble. We all know that. But I truly believe blockchain is the future of payment processing system and so much more. Whatever services you can think of. All those companies and all those websites I visited, they're providing a service to develop apps, to develop something for a business. And it all starts with, we'll put it on a blockchain for you. People are going to hire companies to develop services that they need, like an app, and they're going to pay the company to develop it on a blockchain. There's so much involved. And don't rely on the government to support you. If you're excited about receiving $600 or $2,000, there's something wrong, because that's not life-changing. And they're not doing you any favors. They hurt you, and now we're going to give you money. And even with the unemployment and the other assistance, you got to pay taxes on that. This is nothing. It's an insult. I think it's all linked. It's all connected. And they have to roll this out. It's time for regulatory clarity. We need to know, can we use Ripple as the global payment system? Will XRP become a global currency? Yes. All that studying paid off, baby. Yes. So get in the know. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't want you to miss out on incredible opportunities. I wish you luck, guys. This is life-changing. Chance of a life.